Thank you so much. I'm single. Thank you. I am single. I was born single. My parents were single before they met my grandparents. It's a family thing, like when everyone's a lawyer. I am single. I'm not like a single lady, like I'm not that. I'm more like alone. It's kind of more what it's like. But I'm playing the field. I'm out there. I'm playing the field. I'm not playing. I'm on the bench. I'm in line for a hot dog. I'll be there. You guys can start without me. But I'm trying to get out there. I'm on Hinge. Okay, if you don't know what Hinge is, you're probably happy. But I'm on Hinge, and when I first got on it, I didn't get a bing bong match for like 2 weeks, and so I thought something must be wrong. So I wrote an email and I said, "Dear Hinge, I think you didn't turn mine on. Can you please advise? Love, Jen." And they wrote back, "Dear Jen, it's working. Maybe try changing your pictures." And I was like, to someone else? What I mean? Like there's still gonna be a me. Everyone on Hinge is like living their best life and like dancing like no one's watching, and I always dance like no one's watching, because no one's watching this, you know what I mean? Like no one's watching me do that. Everyone's living their best life. My best life is when I'm eating garlic bread, and I eat garlic bread like no one is watching, and everyone is, because it's impressive. I'm trying to become a woman of mystery. I'm trying to be more alluring. Men like a woman who's mysterious. I'm not mysterious. When I meet people, I'm like, "I'm Jen," and I think every skin bump is cancer. But I'm trying to be more mysterious. So now when a young suitor comes up to me at a party and is like, "Hi, I'm Evan. What's your name?" I'm like, "Guess." It's not working. It's not working. I was in a relationship for a long time, actually. I was in a relationship for 4 years. That's college, I have a degree in Chris. It's as useless as my communications degree. But yeah, I'm trying to get back out there. Everyone I know is like married. Everyone I know is married, having kids. I think I could have a baby. I look like a mom. I think I could have a baby. I just don't know where I would put a baby. Like, I don't have a place for my towels, you know what I mean? They're not like willy-nilly on the floor. They're folded and on my printer, but I feel like I need a place for towels before I have a baby. I think kids are mean. I think they're insensitive when we give them a free pass because they're small, but I think they're mean and mean the words that they say, The other day I was leaving my friend's place. She has a 5-year-old, and I said, "Okay, bye, Gavin." And he said, "See you later, alligator." And I said, "After a while, crocodile." And he had never heard that one because he's an idiot. I said, "After a while, crocodile." And he just looks at me, and then he said, "See you later, cow." So you understand how rude that is. If I was dealing with an adult person, I would have had words. But instead, I just sat there and mooed, and it was humiliating for me. I don't like kids. There's a lot of young kids in my family. I was just at a wedding, and all my little cousins were there. And my little cousin, Michelle, she's 6. She came up to me at the wedding, and she was like, "Hey, Jen." And I was like, "Ugh, what?" And she said, "I have a question. What's sex?" And I said, what do you think sex is?" And she said, "I think it's when a man's pee-pee goes into a butt." And I said, "You're not wrong. You're a little slutty, Michelle, but you're not wrong." She's sick. She has a lot of life left. She'll bounce back. She'll be all right. I'm an only child, except for my sister. My sister and I just recently went skydiving. It was pretty cool. I don't know if anyone's been skydiving before. It's fantastic, really exhilarating. And the first time you go, they have you go tandem with instructors. So we get to this place and we meet our instructors. And my sister's instructor is, to date, the most gorgeous man I've ever seen. And he's exactly who I'd want to be strapped to during the last moments of my life, And then we met my instructor, and he was a 68-year-old man named Merle. And I said, Merle, how long have you been doing this? And he said, almost 50 years. And I said, aren't you a little numb to the thrill? And he said, no, dear, because you never know which ride is going to be your last. My first. So we go up in this rickety cargo plane. My sister's strapped to this gorgeous guy, and I'm strapped to this bag of bones, taunting his own mortality. And you jump out of the plane and you land in this field where there are families of the people still up in the plane and people waiting to go on the next flights. So we land in the field, and it's exhilarating, and we feel so adventurous, and my sister's undoing all the metal clamps and clips from her instructor to come and run and give me a big hug. And just as she gets to me, one of the clamps came and smacked me in the mouth and knocked out a tooth. And I start bleeding and crying, and we have to walk by the families of the people still up in the plane while I am bleeding and sobbing uncontrollably. Merle was just wrapping my face in gauze and first aid, and I could hear "screw the deposit" and tires screeching away from the hangar. I'm Jen Murray. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.